Hello! This is a 365 Careers video dedicated to Select Special. Select Special is a nice functionality of Excel. It allows users to select a range of cells simultaneously based on a specific criterion. Here's how it's done in practice. You select a range of cells, click F5, and select the Special button. Choose the criterion according to which you would like to select some of the cells within the range. For example, let's select the blank cell in our table. I'll click on Blanks, and all blank cells in the table are selected. We can do the same thing for cells containing formulas, constants, comments, etc. Now, let's go a step further and import some content within these selected cells. In our example, given that we have many blank cells, let's type NA, standing for Not Available, within each of the blank cells. What we have to do is type NA in one cell outside the table, copy it, select the table, click F5, choose Special, and then Blanks. Now that we have selected the blank cells, we can just paste the NA letters inside them. This is an efficient technique which can greatly help you when working with large data. When your file includes links between multiple sheets, a quick way to find references can be invaluable. We've mentioned the F5 key in one of our previous lectures. Here, you will see another useful application it can have. In this sheet, you see the P&L of a firm. And here we have a cash flow statement. Both tables are interrelated. For instance, net income in the cash flow is linked to the net income in the P&L. Okay, imagine you are working with a big file, and there are many connections between sheets. Is there a way to jump quickly to a different sheet and come back? Yes, there is. First, we must make an adjustment to the default options in Excel. After you open the Options window, select the Advanced tab. And make sure the Allow Editing Directly in Cells box is unticked. By doing this, we are telling Excel we don't want to edit cells when we double-click on them. Instead, it will do something much more useful. Take us to the source cell, even if it is in a different sheet. When I've opened the cash flow sheet, I can double-click on Net Income, and this will take me to the source cell in the Income Statement sheet. See? Cool. Now, let's double-click on the net income value to jump back to the cash flow statement. Oh no, that didn't happen. Well, it makes sense. With the latter double-click, we were shown the two cells that construct the value of 944 in this cell. Excel continues to show us the source cell. Isn't there a way to get back to where we came from in the cash flow statement? Yes, and it involves pressing the F5 button. The Go To window opens. The last cell I used is always placed on top of this list. I can just press Enter and go back to the CF sheet. Okay, clear. So this is how it works. The round trip is completed by using the double-click of the mouse and the Go To command, that is, pressing the F5 key. Let's practice quickly with a different cell. Remember that the last cell you have been in is always shown on top of the Go To list. This is a very useful tip. Please remember to use it. Very often in your models, you will need to represent numbers within a specific formatting. Representing them as text is not a valid option because you usually want to operate with these numbers later. So if I want to represent this 5 number here as a multiple and just type inside of it, I won't be able to operate with this cell anymore. As you can see, because Excel recognizes it only as a text cell. The proper way to do this is to assign a custom formatting to the cell while it is a number. We need to right-click on the cell and select Format Cells. Once we are there, we have to pick Custom, which is on the bottom of the page. Here, I can type any type of format. We can add a custom number of decimal places, a date formatting, anything. We need a format for a multiple, so we'll have 0.0x, which results in the required multiple format. By typing a custom format with zeros as we did, we can obtain any type of formatting for our numbers. And the best part is that Excel continues to consider these cells as numbers. For example, if I multiply the formatted cell by 2, I'll obtain 10. This proves that the formatted cell is still a number.